4. I've had literally like 4 hours sleep. I'm in such a weird mood today. Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome here if you're new. My name is Laura and I'm 26 and a mum of 3. Alfie is 9, Holly is 3. Oh, Alfie's 9, Holly's 3 and Harry's 4 months old. There we go, just forgot how old they are. So in today's video, I really want to talk all about like my mental health and how being a single parent like impacts that, and how they kind of intertwine with each other, and just kind of gives people advice and talk about my story in the hope that it will help. Bloody kids giving me their cold, didn't they? So yeah, about how mental health and being a single parent kind of come together, and how like mental health affects being a single parent, and how single parenting affects your mental health, you know, and back and forth and things like that. So I'm just going to go through my story and how I've dealt with my mental health and things like that. So around like 3 years ago, I was severely depressed. I had like extreme anxiety. That's when I decided to just bite the bullet and go to the doctor. I explained to the doctor about how I was feeling. I said I was, you know, really depressed. I was really down. At this time, I didn't particularly have like suicidal thoughts, but there was a lot of thoughts there where I just kind of wanted to end things. And it sounds really sinister, but I think it's more or less like thinking that I just wanted loads of my feelings to go away and I wanted to be better quickly. And that's when she suggested I take sertraline. This is 100 milligram. I went on this about a year ago, but I was on 50 milligram to begin with, and they really helped me. I did feel like a bit of a failure when I first started taking them, because I felt like I hadn't tried everything. I wanted to kind of go down the therapy route, but with everything that was going on, like my eviction and, you know, the threat of homelessness and things, I just kind of wanted a quick fix to make me better for my children and to make me the best mum that I wanted to be without mental health, you know, affecting that. So that's what I did. These are antidepressant and anti-anxiety medication, and I've been on these almost 3 years now, and they really do help me. The first week was just horrendous. I think you do get worse to get better. The first week I was kind of out of it a little bit, but over time I got really better, and now I kind of just deal with things in the right way. Instead of kind of freaking out about the slightest little thing, I'm able to kind of think and calm myself down. And yeah, they do really help me. Whoever else is on them will tell you that they are a good medication to take, and these are breastfeeding friendly as well, which obviously I wanted. And also I don't believe these are addictive either, so they're easy to come off. Like, you can kind of wean yourself down over time. So that's what I plan to do. Sorry. So the depression side of things, obviously I'm quite susceptible to depression. My family has suffered with like depression as a mental health illness in the past. Anxiety, I don't feel like is kind of like a genetic thing. I think it's mainly down to like my eviction again, and the anxiety that came from that. But also I have quite like parental anxiety, down to the fact that like if my son ever goes out, I constantly get fear that he's gonna be taken, and silly things like that. I don't know if that's kind of like a normal parent thing though. I believe it is. Like, you know, if your child's like out with their friends, you kind of worry what's going to happen to them. Yeah, I don't know. I guess, you know, anxiety comes hand in hand when you're being a parent. It'll make you worse and worry more than you would do anyway. But yeah, so that's kind of like the medication side of things and the mental health side of things. But how that comes with parenting is that it's not easy being a single parent. It's not easy being on your own, and the loneliness is... I mean, I see my dad quite often. My dad comes and visits me quite a lot. My mum lives in Ireland, in the south of Ireland. My grandparents live like 40 minutes away. My nan sadly passed about 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago nearly. My brother's not local, my sister's not very local, so I'm kind of just on my own. Apart from my lovely neighbours next door, it's just me on my own with the 3 kids. So yeah, that does kind of affect me a little bit. I do feel extremely lonely, and with being a single parent comes the fact that you have so much to do all the time. I never feel like I ever get a break, and there's always washing to do, always cleaning bloody bed sheets all the time. I mean, I think I clean them more than I'm actually supposed to. Yeah, so much to do all the time. I've got to think about like football practice, homework, lunch boxes, just everything that, you know, a couple would do perhaps together. I have to do all of that on my own. Thankfully, you know, I am on maternity leave, so I don't have to worry about going to work or having myself get ready and things like that. Still, it is really hard work, and I don't really ever get a break. Another thing is that I mean, even at dinner time, I still have to eat with one hand because I'm always holding Harry, because he's probably woken up by the time I've sat my ass down ready to eat my dinner. So I eat with one hand. Somehow I've bossed that though. I can easily eat like a full-on steak with just a fork, which I think is quite impressive. But yeah, having mental health issues and being a single parent means that it's very hard to like suppress my emotions a little bit. I have had days when I've been, you know, had total meltdowns, and Alfie's been there, which is great, it's lovely, but he shouldn't really have to do that. I think you know, as a 9-year-old, he shouldn't really be comforting me and telling me that everything's going to be okay. It should be like the opposite way around. But he is great, bless him, he's so sweet. And he is my rock, Alfie. I mean, I think that's what makes it kind of a bit easier, is that I have, you know, big age gaps between my children. There's 6 years between Alfie and Holly, and then there's 3 years between Holly and Harry. So it's not like I have like 3 toddlers running around being potty trained. So that does make it a little bit easier. And Alfie, you know, he is great company, but being the age he is, I can't really talk to him about politics or things that interest me. He kind of wants to talk about Fortnite and what kills he's had on it, or if he's had a victory royale or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, it is great having 3 kids, and it is, you know, I do get company from them. Company from an adult is just gold dust. I mean, the amount of mums that kind of like try and run away from me at the school because I hold a conversation for like a full on straight half hour. I'm trying to get everything out and be like, oh my god, do you know what poo my baby had that day? Guess what Holly ruined in my house again? Like, and I just feel like I don't know, every time I get a bit of adult conversation or adult interaction, I'm like, oh, come here, talk to me. And when I am having a bad day, I don't really have anyone to kind of come in and help me out. I know a lot of parents, a lot of mothers, sorry, who live with their partner and have children like together. They'll have like the children all day, and the dad will come home and take the kids and be like, go on love, go have a bath, go out yourself. Not that that is like for everyone, but you know, in a real world it kind of is. But I don't even have that. I don't have anyone who comes in at the end of the day to take the kids away so I can quickly go have a shower. It's just me, and sometimes that can affect me. Other times, you know, I can feel really grateful that I am on my own, you know. It's not as hard work as having a man around, I guess, because you're not picking up their dirty laundry off the floor. I think it's so important, not just for parents to kind of sort out their mental health and come to terms with if they have a problem or an issue with their mental health. It's definitely more important for single parents, because I feel like you have no one to kind of help you. You have no one to kind of tell you that you're doing a good job. Some days I think I'm being absolutely shit, and I have no one to kind of come in and be like, don't worry about it, you know. I know you shouted at her for dropping a drink, but she's fine, you know. And I just have no one there to kind of help me out with that. I just kind of have to do everything by myself, and I have no like support either. Like I said, my dad comes and visits and he is a massive support, but sometimes you just kind of need your mum, and I don't really have that either. You know, she's all the way in Ireland. Hopefully we're going to go see her this summer, and I think she's coming over in a couple of weeks as well, which I'm really excited for. But yeah, so it's just me on my own. I just have to wing it. I generally have to wing everything. But overall, yeah, I think, you know, mental health definitely affects me in day to day. I have to kind of, you know, forgive myself for a lot of things. I have to kind of let go of the mum guilt, because sometimes I feel like I'm just failing in everything. And like I said, I have no one to kind of help me with that and tell me that I'm doing a really great job. But yeah, I feel like I've really just rambled in this bloody video, but I think it's because I'm trying to do it so quickly before Harry wakes up that I have to go down there and feed him. But yes, that's my video for today. Very quick, very, you know, I've winged it basically. I just come up with a load of crap and just spoke it out. Jesus bloody Christ. But yeah, I'm gonna go have a coffee and probably clean now. I'm gonna do a cleaning video soon, so stay tuned for that if you'd like. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you'd want to see other videos like this, please let me know, because I'm willing to. And hopefully I'll plan it out a bit better rather than just word vomiting at the screen. But yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.